Yo, what's the word? It's your boy 16. If you like the content on this channel, I want to ask you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell for post notifications. Also, I got a website at www.16shotonvisuals.com. But that's enough of me talking. Let's get to what y'all came to see. What's the word? Let the people know we got on 16 Shot on Visuals.
Judge Ja.
For sure. First thing I want to ask you is about your name. Like, is there a meaning behind your name, or did you get it from anywhere?
The Jud means just us gods, and the Ja just stand for just a hippie.
You said the Ja stand for what?
Just a hippie.
Oh, just a hippie. So the first part, like just us gods, where did you get that name from?
Cause at first I was gonna make my crew name before I came up with the other name. I was gonna make it all us, just us gods. I was gonna make that a crew. So it was gonna be called Jud Gang, but I said fuck it and went with something else.
Oh yeah. So what about the hippie part?
The hippie part, I smoke a lot of weed. I'm really into strains, THC, wax, dabbing, all that shit. So I'm just a big weed head. And I'm just about peace mostly, but I can bring drama. But I'm about peace though, mostly. Though.
What's your favorite strain?
My favorite strain, I got a lot of favorite strains. I'll probably say like Do-Si Do, Ice Cream Runts. I like GMO cookies. That's a nice ass good strain if you get the right. That's about it. Ice cream cake, that's about it.
You remember like your first time smoking?
Yeah, my first time smoking, I was 10. I had, my mama, she smoked a lot of backwoods. When I was little, my mama used to smoke backwoods before like everybody was smoking backwoods and all of that. And she used to have these big ass ducks just laying in the ashtray in the crib. So when she leave, one time I had went to the bathroom and lit one of her blunts up. She would have never noticed because she just smoke in my house all the time. Her friends come over, everybody just fat ass woods. So she never noticed and shit. So my first time smoking was in the bathroom at my grandma's house when I was 10 years old.
How was that experience for you? Did you get caught or did you like it?
I didn't get caught because like I said, my mama smoked out the crib so much that she didn't even notice when she got home. So the high though, I was like decent high because it was like a little duck, but I was like a little wavy high, but that wasn't the biggest high I had yet.
So did you like it? Because you know a lot of people, their first time, they be like, oh, I ain't doing this again.
Yeah, I ain't really, back then, I guess how my OG roll, I ain't really like the woods and shit. But I always, since I was smoking them since I was 10, I still always kind of needed a wood growing up. Like, I smoke another blunt, but I still like go buy some woods when I get hit the store or something, because my OG and shit, so.
So you know, what do you got any like crazy stories from being high, like any like horror stories or fun stories, anything like that?
When I was younger, me and my nigga Boss, shout out to my boy, we used to smoke in this in my garage and shit. And my brother was over one weekend and shit. And back then I used to roll joints and shit. So we had smoked a joint in the car. We passing it around. So after the joint, we just smoked one joint. After the joint and shit, my brother talking about he can't fucking see. So we look to the back, this nigga's eyes closed. So we like, nigga, open your eyes. That's why you can't see. This nigga was so high. He talking about he couldn't see. That was about the funniest shit. And this nigga had like a pack of gum and was banging the whole pack because the nigga was so high. This nigga had like 10 things of gum in his mouth, eating the shit out of the gum. It was funny as shit.
I know that shit was thick as hell.
Yeah. He ain't even share. We looked back like, damn, can we get some? We just hit a nigga smacking in the back seat. So yeah, that's some of the funniest moments I had. Or this one time I was I rapped for like 2 hours because we got high and I just sat in the car and rapped for 2 hours and recorded it, me and my mans and shit. So that's about some of the wildest times I had getting high younger and shit.
Speaking of rapping, how long you been doing music?
Doing music, like I've been rapping since I was like 5, 6 years old. My first time rapping, I was angry and shit at the crib. And I guess the anger, emotion, that shit made me want to rap. So from there, I started rapping. But in grammar school, I used to write poetry a lot. I was like one of them quiet kids, wrote poetry, bad as hell, and just wrote poetry and shit in class and shit. I always wanted to be a rapper.
You remember your first rap or first poem?
I remember my first rap. I was in a basement at my grandma's house. I was raised by my grandma, so I was in the basement about 5, 6 years old. I was just rapping to myself.
So at like that age, did you really want to be like a rapper, or was it just something you was just experimenting with?
Nah, I really wanted to be an actual rapper since I was little. I don't know what it, I think cause my mom and them, they really into music and shit. Growing up and listening to a lot of music and shit. So yeah, I always knew I wanted to be a rapper.
Was there any artists that inspired you?
Artists, growing up, it was like different artists, cause you know, like the early 2000s had like a different artists and shit. But mostly Tupac though. Tupac inspired me a lot. I used to listen to fucking 50 Cent a lot, cause he reminded me of Tupac though. So I think that's why I listen to 50 a lot. I used to like T.I. I fuck with Wayne. I used to love Lil B. I don't know, that weird shit. I used to love all that shit. I used to fuck with the bass guy.
I never understand that way.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, I tried
the cooking wave, yeah, that was my shit though, yeah. I just like Lil B because he was always himself and he was positive and he never gave a fuck about what nobody said about him.
Oh, bro.
So yeah, but definitely Tupac though. Tupac the most. Like that nigga on all my walls at the crib, paintings, I know every song, everything about that man.
What got you on Tupac?
When I was younger, my uncle used to have these CDs. And I used to put them in and like listen to the music off of them. And Tupac's song, Life Goes On came on. And at the time, I ain't even had no dead homies, but like, I don't know what it was about that song. I felt that shit though. I really felt that shit. So that song right there really put me on to Tupac. And then after that, it just got on and on. But my father used to listen to Tupac, like when he got out of jail and I was with him a lot. He used to listen to a lot of Pac while I was like, you know, kid taking showers, playing with my toys and shit like that. So Tupac was always like involved in my life and shit, his music.
So in life or music, it don't matter which one, but like, have you set any goals for yourself? Like long term or short term?
I don't even want to be like the biggest rapper ever. If it happened, it happened, but I just want to be stamped in the game, if you can understand what I'm saying. Like, I just want to be somebody that you do remember though, and I do got a history in this shit. But, you know, I just got people that love me for genuinely me and just want to be my fans just because they fuck with me and love me and just love my music. I do want my own label, and I do want to keep always writing music. Like as I get old, I don't want to be rapping forever. So, but I do want to still like write music for like singers and shit. Cause I can't sing for shit, but I can write some shit for some singers though.
How you feel about the current music scene in Chicago?
The current music scene, I feel like it really ain't no music scene, but it is kind of, I guess. I don't know what you can even call it, if it's drill anymore. I don't know like what we doing no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in the sense of that, in the sense of the rappers, I kind of fuck with it, you know, everybody, in the sense of if I hear a song and it's good, I just can't front on good music. So I fuck with anybody on the music side, any rappers in Chicago, you know. Other than that, I fuck with them, but I mostly just be listening to myself though, mostly, because I make a lot of music. I probably got like 2,000, 3,000 songs that's like unreleased. Because after I got shot and I was in wires and shit, I just made a lot of music. I just stopped for like 2 years and just made music before I came back to start rapping.
So you mentioned having like at least like 2,000 unreleased songs. Do you plan on dropping all of them, or do you record so many so you have like a choice between what you want to drop?
it be like that sometimes. You know what it is too. Like I make so much music, and some of the music be getting old to me, but I know it's new to other people. So I be kind of doing that in a selfish way. So I gotta get out of that fact and just. But some of it, like I probably make a tape called Throwaways and just throw like 30, 40 songs on the tape and shit, and do it like that, and just release that sometimes so I can get like that old music out. But some music I got for when I die. So some of it don't supposed to come out.
Yeah. So like, what you got that set up, or you talk to somebody to tell them like, all right, if I pass, drop these or something?
Yeah. I think if you really close around me and shit, you would be able to get into my shit anyway, like my email, or you can just hit my studio man and Rich Lareal, and he gon' give you all the shit. You feel me? So.
Oh, you the video that Billy just shot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was supposed to show it to that shit.
Matter of fact, he told me that you was supposed to show up, and I'm like, I'm finna do an interview with this nigga in 2 days.
That's crazy. I didn't know he was talking about.
And then I'm like, I didn't even know y'all was connected like that. That shit was crazy though, but I'm gonna be definitely fucking with Billy a lot though.
Yeah, Billy cold.
Yeah, that's my
shit for me.
That's my boy, and he got a good vibe to him too.
Yeah. So is there anyone you want to work with?
Rapping wise?
Yeah.
I was really on some I work with anybody in the city, and then like I work with anybody in the city. Only person I wouldn't work with is probably AOKD, because we got into a little riffraff.
Yeah. You mind speaking on what happened between y'all?
I ain't got no problem with the nigga or nothing, cause he ain't even on. It ain't on that type of level with him.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, in 2016, my second video, right? It was called "I Got It," and I did the song and shit, whatever. Like I think like a few months later, he released a song called "I Got It." The shit, the cadence and everything, like motherfuckers can go look at the song. You can type in Judge I Got It, type in AOKD I Got It, and you can see the similarities that he took from my song. Niggas thought that like, niggas was tagging me and it was like, damn, he kind of like took your shit. But I'm like, so a lot of people was commenting on that shit. He say he didn't take the shit. I feel like he did kind of take the cadence of my song, because if you listen to the song, you can hear like where he got the song from. The fucking song called I Got It.
The same exact name. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it on that though.
Oh yeah, so y'all ain't really never talked since then or nothing like that?
Nah, he never wanted to talk about it. He just said he ain't never steal the song. He ain't never want to talk about it. So that's the only problem I got with that situation, the fact that he did that shit and we ain't never talked.
So you know, how was your upbringing? Like, would you say it was a struggle or smooth? How would you describe it?
It was easy when my grandmother was alive. My grandma kind of raised me, like when my mom, she had me, she was 19, and she's 19, so she was still trying to do what she was doing. So younger guys or younger kids, they grow up with their grandma and shit. So I was just with my uncles and my grandma. So till I was 12, everything was kind of good, because my grandma, she held everything down until she passed away. But after she died, you can say it was, but I didn't, even when my grandma was alive, I didn't have the same shit my uncles had, because she was taking care of my uncles and shit. She was just, looking out for me because I was her grandson.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just grew up fucked up, you can say, yeah.
Like, how would you say it affected you, like, once she passed? Like, what was things you noticed that was different with your lifestyle?
I ain't really had nobody in my life that gave a fuck about me no more. Like my father, mother, she give a fuck about me a lot, but I can say in the sense of like my household, I feel like, it wasn't nobody really there on me to really teach me everything. So that was my only downfall about losing my grandmother.
So I know you said you ain't really had nobody. Like, what was the situation with your mother? Like, I know you said she was younger and shit like that, but
my mom, I just say my mom was young. Like, she tried her best to do what she do, but I was her first child, so you know how it is for the first child. They kind of get it the hardest, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up a little rough, and I grew up in the streets more, being outside and shit with my friends. That's how I got to like gang banging and doing bad shit growing up.
So you know what would you say led to the being outside in the streets? Was it just like not really having nobody as much?
Yeah, like my uncles, they was raised different than me, even though they was in the same crib. Like my uncles, they was like, you know, my grandma, like she raised them like good. Like they wasn't in the streets and all that and shit. Like while I was growing up, it was a little bit different. I was more outside and shit, cause my mother was my mother, that was their mother. So yeah. I was just more in the streets, hanging with my friends and shit like that. And I didn't have no curfew. I used to just stay out to any fucking time. I used to just sneak through the window and shit, come back to my crib like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning and shit. I sneak out 3 o'clock in the morning, come back in the crib. Nobody will notice, cause shit, they want nobody that other, you know what I'm saying, really notice or give a fuck.
So you know, living like that and going through shit like that, like what were some things that you probably seen or went through that you feel like most people never seen or never had to deal with?
Probably the street shit, like niggas doing grimy shit to you. Shit. Niggas turning their back on you, getting shot at all the fucking time. Shit like that. Really. You
had spoke on being shot while you were in the wires or something like that. Can you speak on that situation?
Shit, all I'm gonna say is shit, I was in an altercation and shit with motherfuckers, and I didn't even know I hit my jaw on something, and I was still fighting and shit. And once I got to the bathroom, I realized that I did hit something, like something hit my shit. But like it wasn't even a punch. Like I don't know if it was the fucking chair, the floor, or what I hit. Everything was moving so fast when I was fighting. I can't even fucking tell you what hit my jaw. I was just still fighting. And a little while after that, you know what I'm saying, fucking around, still being outside while I was in wires. Shit, some niggas I was beefing with, shit caught me slipping and shit, and shot me. I had got shot in my chest, and I had got skint, like on my nipple.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I went to the hospital. I had came right back out, and I just went to the crib, because I be feeling fishy at the hospital. Even when I got my wires, that day I got my wires, I left the hospital. I just didn't want to be in the hospital and shit. I don't really like hospitals and all
what about
that shit.
Them you don't trust?
I don't really trust that shit. And then, you know, like, I don't know, I be feeling like they don't give a fuck if you die anyway. They just trying to, you know, do what they can or do what they want to do to act like they, you feel me? So I don't need none of that medicine and all that shit. That should be poison.
So you know, when you got hit in the chest, like, were you aware you said you got skinned and hit, were you aware like where you got shot at and what was going on?
Nah, I had failed again. You know what I'm saying? I had failed and fucking hit my face again, because I didn't even I just failed. Shit. And then everything really blanked from there. I don't even remember much, but my niggas, you know what I'm saying? I just told my niggas and shit, and told them don't tell my mom, because I didn't want her to trip, because I ain't die. So like, I don't be wanting my mama in that street shit, so it's a lot of shit I ain't really tell her, but she knows some shit, because I don't want her to be clueless on a lot of shit. You feel me?
So when did she find out about the shooting?
My mama, she gonna find out on this.
Damn.
My uncle didn't even know. I was living with my uncle at the time. He didn't even know I was bandaged up. I was like I don't know, my family don't pay that much attention like that. So like, I was just walking around bandaged up, or like I have a t-shirt on, but my uncle, he wouldn't even notice the whole time I was bandaged up and shit. I healed everything. I was like seeing my ex and shit. She seen me bandaged and all of that shit and everybody that was around, but nah, she don't even know. She gonna find out from this.
How's the recovery process like?
It was all good. I was in wires at the time, so I had to take off from rapping for a whole year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was in wires for like 6 months.
So were you still writing and stuff like that, or you just left it all alone?
I don't write none of my music. My music kind of come from like it's passionate. I've been rapping since I was 5, so it's like I write in my head. Like a lot of shit or a lot of demons or all the shit that I be feeling and shit, I let that out on beat. So it's like I'm writing though. I might make up a course and might write that shit on my phone if I got a song and shit. But other than that, I might make a course in the studio. But I don't write shit. I ain't never wrote a song a day in my life. Only poetry.
So, you know, what you've been in the streets for since a young age, was there any decisions that you made that you regret or anything like that?
I regret, and probably like get into a lot of street shit that I shouldn't have even got into, or like I wish I was like when I was growing up, I was living in a better environment, so I wouldn't have to do this shit or live the lifestyle that I lived growing up. I wish it was better. Shit like that. That's the only thing I regret, being poor.
For sure. Yeah. So do you feel like poverty is the cause of a lot of crime and violence?
Yeah, because when you don't got shit, you got to figure out ways to get shit. What if you don't get that job you was applying for and shit? Or what if you just look like a raggedy ass motherfucker that got dreads like me and shit, they just don't give you the job.
Yeah.
So shit, some niggas be having to rob niggas and do this and that, and some niggas just don't know how to do shit for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some niggas just don't know how to do shit. Niggas are specialized in robbing and killing niggas before they are specialized in a fucking job, bro.
Yeah.
So niggas will think that's easier, like, so it's easy for a nigga to pick up a gun and just go shoot a nigga than it's, you know what I'm saying?
I know niggas I done tried to show
you can tell a nigga, man, you can go on here and rap, be in this. It be niggas with money that still be doing stupid shit.
Yeah, I'd rather poke me a motherfucker and be dead ass shit.
So you could be poor and rich and still be on some dumb ass shit.
Yeah.
But that's cause for a lot. Motherfuckers being poor, motherfuckers being hard-headed and shit, and motherfuckers that don't want to change.
So like if you was in a position to make a change, like what would be something that you would want to see happen in the city, or something that you would want to do for the city?
I'll put more money into the schools, because like all the textbooks and shit is the same textbooks we had when we was in fucking grammar school. Like it got dicks and shit, pussies, all type of shit, money signs, all type of shit. The kids still got that in the hood. Like if you go to just like a hood private school, you still gonna have fucked up books and shit. They might have changed like 2 books or some shit. Your history book might be different now or some shit. It might be a little new. But other than that, they don't change shit in the schools. They don't never have shit for the kids to do. They don't never really show you how to get money in the classes and shit in school, just be like dumb. So shit, I hope one day I can get my own school so I can show motherfuckers how you really supposed to teach kids and shit. Like they don't teach you about life. They don't teach you how to handle money. They don't teach you about a lot of shit. And it be fucked up because you only learn about social studies and fucking history and shit. And when white people did this to us and shit, like we already know about all that shit already.
And it ain't like no mistake. Like they literally don't teach you certain shit on purpose. Like when I was in school, one of my teachers told me like we can't talk to you about this. Like they told me they couldn't talk to me about
like in
finances
certain
and
schools
shit.
they can't even, what's the name? They can't talk to you about religion and shit.
Yeah.
They can't talk to you about black shit and shit. Like white teachers and shit, I swear to God. That shit really like that for real.
Yeah, like that's cause I think they don't.
And you only got a couple of teachers that give a fuck when you know it's some school shit. You might got that one teacher that be like, man, you better be on school on time. You better come to class, man. You missed this class. You only be having like 1 or 2 teachers that really be like that in your life. Like, so it don't even really be like the teachers don't give a fuck. They just trying to get that check, go the fuck home. Y'all can holler in all day. I done been in class where we just fucked around for the whole fucking day.
The teacher let you.
You feel me? Or you got one of them bitch ass teachers that just don't do shit. You got one of them teachers that snap and then get y'all ass quiet, make y'all learn. Yeah. But in Chicago, some teachers don't be giving no fuck because the kids be so bad from the fucking neighborhood. They be scared they gonna beat their ass.
Yeah.
So you don't even want to say nothing. Every substitute teacher a motherfucker had in Chicago, I swear to God, I guarantee you was in that bitch balling. You was talking to bitches, you was throwing paper balls, you was doing spitballs at motherfuckers, you was doing anything you wanted in class. You was making beats on the table, all type of shit, rapping in the back, playing music, all type of shit, bro. For the whole day. So we ain't really even
I used to
learn
love the
shit.
substitutes. Then it's
ain't
like
learn
when they
shit.
ask for your name, try to tell on you. I wouldn't even tell them my name. You don't know.
And then like back then in school, you used to have like them old ass teachers that used to really be off. So you had a substitute like all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Man, we was balling in them classes, just doing anything, wasn't learning shit though.
I had a crazy story when it comes to like the subs. I'm not sure if you're familiar who Mina Matthews is, Jeff Fort, daughter.
Nah, I ain't.
You heard of Jeff Fort though?
Yeah, I definitely know Jeff Ford is.
So like his daughter, she was a substitute teacher at our school. You know, I ain't know shit about who she was, none of this shit. So I'm tweaking on her how I tweak with all the other subs. Somebody pulled me to the side, hey boy, you know what the fuck that is? Nah, they tell me. But she not carrying herself like that at all. She being regular. She not even flexing her muscles. She on
Shit,
some,
but you know what though? Like Larry Hoover kids like that though.
yeah.
Like they be on some like cool good shit. Like they be trying to do some good shit, growth and development shit. So it be like that for people. Like they don't be trying to follow in the same footsteps and shit like that.
Cause half the shit she was putting up with, she ain't had to put up with for real. Like
yeah, she could have let that motherfucker ride in that motherfucker. Motherfucker,
bro.
You see, they told you though.
Yeah. So is there anything you could say like you learned in the streets from being out there? Like
I learned how to really like. I can pinpoint when a nigga on some fuck shit easily from being in the streets. I can pinpoint when a nigga just genuinely fuck with you. I can pinpoint like if a nigga really gangbang or not. So yeah, like that shit, like I feel like you gotta be both. Like you gotta be street, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like being from the streets did help me because I know how to come up from being down though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that part too, being in the streets, like you really do know how to come up from being fucking down because you done been down so many motherfucking times, more than you done been up.
Yeah.
So shit, yeah, that part too.
That's why I think the streets went so crazy when COVID hit. Cause it was like everybody panicking and going crazy, but the streets like shit. We ain't never been up to be mad about the economy going down anyway.
I ain't gonna lie though, shit. But the pandemic, you see Trump, he just, man, he let the money flow through this bitch. I'm talking about everybody getting money now.
Yeah.
It's niggas getting money that never got money. So like, man, it's clucks with money right now. So shit, everything going good for everybody though.
What you think?
Shit, they made it too hot.
Yeah, I was about to say, what you think the end game is for all this shit? Everybody doing all this shit they doing.
All this money shit and all this shit. Shit, probably, to be honest, shit, you either gonna owe their ass, because they ain't gonna arrest everybody, because then you're gonna have to arrest everybody. Like, it's so many, I swear to God.
I seen my first grandmas on the list.
Bro, it's niggas, granddaddies, grandmas, little sisters on that motherfucker. I'm talking about everybody on that motherfucker.
I seen some rappers too. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, there's some rappers on that motherfucker too while they was talking about they was getting it.
Oh, bro, I see
Motherfuckers needed that little 20 or something, little 40 or something.
Got them a grill or something.
You hear me? Little 17 or something. I'm telling you. Some of these rappers was truck drivers, all type of shit. Some of the motherfuckers rappers got that real money because they be really working jobs.
Yeah.
On my soul, they be saying they be selling drugs and all that shit. They was really working for that shit. You got a motherfucking, they be doing carpenter work, on God. Some of these niggas be lying though, man. So yeah, some of them niggas probably got that money because they really do that job though. Niggas be real like barbers and everything.
So if you was asked like to rate yourself on your musical ability, like 1 to 10, what would you say?
Shit, I'm gonna say 10 shit, but I don't know to the another motherfucker shit, but I'm gonna say 10 because I'm an all around artist. Like, I make all type of music. I make music about females, I make street shit. I'm just all around because you feel different ways. I don't feel like niggas music be like the same way, then they'll try to put out like one little soft song, but you can tell it ain't them. Then they'll keep just riding that wave of that tough shit, but you ain't tough all the time.
Yeah.
It's some shit. If your mama died right now, nigga, you gonna cry. Niggas be acting like they wouldn't cry over shit. They just gonna ride and niggas don't really even, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like music gotta really be all them emotions and niggas don't really be putting all that emotion. So I say 10 because I put all emotions in my music. I don't just put one side of music.
For sure. So like, how well are you with like when it comes to acapella? Like, if I was actually like do like acapella rap or something like that, would you be able to do that? Or is that your style? Because you know some people that ain't their style.
Yeah, just rap out of just off nothing.
Yeah, like 'cause I was finna see if you could rap for the fans real quick so they can see how you coming.
Yeah, I'll do something.
I bet. Whenever you're ready.
All right. Hold on, hold on. 24s and hoes, young nigga always getting those. Been getting money, but I see that you ain't getting those. My niggas getting coins and we'll knock them out your pocket, boy. We don't do this shit. You will fuck around, just stop it, boy. These niggas gotta quit it, and we ain't talking about no damn games. I swear to God, we got it. We gonna put that in your damn frame. We gonna have your mama crying and that picture on that damn frame. He talking about my name. We gonna put you a t-shirt with your damn name.
Right.
But yeah, that's just for you though.
For sure. You know, before we close out, is there anything else you wanna put out there? Messages, shout outs, anything?
Shit. Shout out to you again for interviewing me, bro, because you still didn't have to interview me.
No problem, yeah.
Shout out to everybody that fuck with me. Follow me at recipe_ja, recipe boy _ja. My Facebook is Jaga Zulu the Don.
We're gonna dedicate you spell that.
Yeah, man. JAHKAZULU. The Don, you DADON. The recipe, if y'all don't know how to spell recipe, boy, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. _Ja, how you spell Ja is JAH.
For sure.
That's it. Shout out to my boy again, man. Thank you, man.
All right, love, keep on working.
For real, I got to, man. I'm always working.
Let everybody know who got it with you for the interview.
16 shots, man. That's my motherfucking boy. And I'm coming back for another one, too.
For sure.